live on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? I'm noticing something different on the YouTube app. It no longer is showing up full widescreen while you're live. Give me a second here. Let me check something. I'll be right back. All right. We are back live. We should be back live. Yeah, it's no longer going the full width of the phone, which that's not really necessary because that probably saves battery power. Good evening, all. Hey, babe, how are you doing? Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? My lovely lady Dawn is in the chat. Long time no see, babe. What about 10 minutes ago? As always, babe, you know, I love you with all my heart and soul. And I'm not afraid to publicly say that, right? That's what love is all about, right? She says, yes, I can. And that's really her because she has a mod wrench. Or that could be somebody that I'm paying to use her account. Maybe I'm paying my own lady to use her account. You know, sometimes I don't even know what to think anymore. Today's topic is going to be regarding personal maturity. We're going to get to that in just a little bit. Back at Red Morton Park for episode number 846, Walking with Purpose Live, LMAO, says my lady. Yeah, I'm paying you to use your own account, babe. So in essence, I'm bribing you to come here in the chat because I'm so desperate for validation that what I'm doing is good, and I just have to pay you because you really don't want to be here. And right. Yeah, $4 signs. Yeah. I'll tell you, babe, I gotta tell you this. I really miss having you on the shows. I think a lot of people miss you too. But we look forward to a great start to 2025, right? And I know you're enjoying this time off from YouTube drama free, and pretty much the drama's done. You know, I've got a few other things to talk about here today. You know, in general, I might mention a few specific things, but we'll see. But yeah, I think a lot of people miss you, and you're just a unique individual like myself. You and I are two unique individuals, and that's why people tune in to watch us, right? Because I guess you can say we're abnormally nice, right? Because people that are nice and real and genuine in this modern world, go ahead. People that are nice and genuine and real in this modern world are chastised by other people because they think that we're not real. That dude that just passed by, he's been walking up and down the park, back and forth, like the same, like quarter-mile area. It seems kind of suspect to me. But anyway, it's all good. It is what it is. Maybe he's killing time waiting for a hot date to show up at the park. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway. Hey, give me a second here. Okay. I'm just making sure the app otherwise is still working normally. It is. It absolutely is. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about personal maturity. Let's discuss personal maturity going down the toilet in the modern world. One more time. This is episode number 846 of Navigating the Modern World with Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. Live from Red Morton Park today. I'm waiting for some cars to pass. And the topic is, let's discuss personal maturity going down the toilet in the modern world. Because that's where it's been heading. And that's where it's headed towards. It's continuing to head towards. And I really don't want to use some examples of some grown-ass adults in their late 30s and early to mid 40s out here on how immature they're behaving. And it's not just their immature behavior, like it just really shows their insecurities. It just goes to show how insecure these people are. Especially when they continue to come in here and troll and call me a trust fund baby. I'm not a trust fund baby, but what if I was? What does that matter to you? Are you triggered because you're not a trust fund baby and you have no money coming to you? Do you think I'm sitting around waiting for money to come to me? Or does that just happen by default when you're a part of a good family that takes care of the next generation, and then the next generation, it just gets handed down? That's what a good family does, is they hand shit down from generation to generation. And because you have a shitty fucking family that, number one, probably doesn't give a shit about you, obviously because you have a shit attitude. So why should they, right? You have a shit attitude, right? Maybe your shit attitude is a direct reflection of your mom or dad, or both, or lack of there, right? So you can come on in here and call me a trust fund baby all you want, but you're still miserable. And I'm happy. And I'm going to be happy for the rest of my life with my lady Dawn, and you're going to continue coming out here on YouTube being miserable, projecting your insecurities, and acting immaturely because your personal maturity doesn't exist. You want to keep trolling me? GLM, ODN, Dion? You want to keep trolling me because you're triggered that you're not in the position that I'm in by default? And I could care less, but you care. All these people trolling over the lies you're saying, Dion. See, this is right now, I'm just letting these people come here and show you how fucking insecure, immature, and unstable they are mentally and emotionally, right? You got trolls in here that may or may not be Dion. I don't think they are. It's somebody else, right? That's hearing his lies. Let me tell you something. Dion and his fake wife never gave Don or I any money. We gave them a few donations, and that's that. And we never asked for any money back. They never gave us anything. And that's the end of the story. And, you know, that says a lot about your personal maturity, Dion. It doesn't exist. You have no personal maturity, Dion. GLM, you have no personal maturity. ODN, I'm sorry. I don't want to come at you, ODN, and I'm not coming at you, but I'm just saying what you've done lately, I'll talk about that too, is very immature. Definition of immaturity. More specific, babe. Are you talking about that these people are basically immature for the dumb shit that they're doing? And again, I'm not here to talk about them specifically, but a lot of these people are perfect examples, right? A lot of the stuff I talk about is not necessarily about this one group of people. It just happens that this one group of people violates every single thing I talk about and is a perfect example. And I don't mind addressing that on these live shows. I'm going to be doing a lot of pre-recorded shows on the main channel where you trolls won't even stand a chance because all of your messages will be held for review and they'll never see the light of day publicly. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my lady says, what these people are saying in the past, they hold on to. Right, babe? So, babe, what you're saying is basically you've learned from the past like I have, and you've let all that shit go, and you're looking forward to a bright future, right? A positive and, you know, a positive and wonderful and happy, bright future, right? With us and our friends and other just good, like-minded people, right? Now, I'm going to be going through the bad reception area here in a second. I hope it doesn't cut me off. The UPS driver back there saying, "You saying that I was getting that money while I was working? Well, you can't be working another job at the same time you're driving. That could probably get you fired." What is the temperature over there today? Hey, just Amanda, how are you doing? Yeah, it was 70 degrees right when I stepped out of the car. It's probably about 69 or 68 right now. Still pretty nice, not too bad. Tia, good evening, Eli and Dawn. Just Amanda's here as well. I forgot I saw you there. Hi, Amanda. I'm sorry about that. Oh, wow. What great walking weather. Yeah, absolutely. I won't complain about that. Hello, just Amanda says Tia. Tia, again, thank you again yesterday for your very generous $40 PayPal donation. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, hey, Tia. Says Dawn. Just Amanda says, hey, Tia. I'm trying to navigate around. Just cars coming in and out. It's a busy time at the park right now. So let's talk about personal maturity in the modern world going down the toilet. Personal maturity in the modern world is going down the toilet. It's been heading that way, and it's continuing to head that way. Let me let these people pass. God, this is it's been a really rough walk. I've encountered everything possible. That's why I like going to the trail. Mm-hmm. We've got some very triggered, jealous people. Is that you? Silicone J.O.? Is that you, Coach J? Is that you, Dion? Is that you, ODN? I don't think it's ODN doing that. God, man, I'm just running into everyone today, and I'm losing my focus and concentration. I really hope the second lap is less intrusive. But hey, it's a public place. What do you expect, right? Could be anyone, right? Could be GLM, could be anyone, right? Yeah, you're right, Tia. A perfect example of personal maturity. You guys have no personal maturity. Right? But ODN, let me talk about you for a second, because first of all, you're not welcome back here ever again. You're done. Now, I'm not going to trash talk you, ODN. And, I'm not here to say anything negative about you. I'm just here to say the video you put out yesterday on your, Legion Suck Account channel, you know which one it is, right? You put out a video, a very derogatory video using my picture, which I could take you down for copyright just for using that picture, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to touch you, ODN, at all. I just don't care. I'm just going to share how immature and stupid that video is of you having me kissing the Legion guy, because you seem to think that I've been in bed with him and he's paying me. I haven't made a dime from him. And even if I was making money off of him, it's still stupid, but I haven't made a dime from him. I'm not in bed with anyone. But here's the thing, ODN. I don't think you making that video has anything to do with what you feel is going on or not. I just think it's what you like doing. You're a troll. You just like doing that. And you're more so proving it. Wow. This is why education is needed for you uneducated clowns. Right. Right, babe. Do you see this? Do you see why I do what I do? I'm trying to help people here. And these people are so fucking miserable that they come out here on YouTube and this is their life. This is what makes them feel relevant. This is what makes them feel like they have a purpose. And all you folks are doing is giving yourselves a false sense of purpose, right? Right? I don't care, dude. You want to put out a video of me kissing another guy, which I'm a straight man, but I have gay friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. People can choose to be what they want to be, and in many cases, that's the way people are. And I've learned to accept it in this day and age of progression. Apparently, you haven't. Now, I don't care if you joke around or do whatever, right? Do what you got to do. But don't joke around like that and then come around and, try to be around for the right reasons, dude. You can't have it both ways, right? You go one way or the other, right? You go the trolling route or you go the legit route. There's no playing both sides of the fence here, okay? ODN, that was really uncalled for. You have qualities. Why use them in that way? You saw it, right, Tia? You know why ODN did it? Because he's butthurt over me. Because he thinks that I'm trying to control when people can and can't talk about the one guy that he can't stop talking about. I just don't ever want to talk about him again. ODN has nothing to do with you, right? But again, I think you know that. I think this was your excuse to try to get more attention by bringing me into the picture. And that's why I'm parting ways. It's done. It's very immature. Very immature, ODN. All right? That's why you back GLM. She's very immature too. That's why you guys back Dion. He's very immature too. And you all happen to be millennials between the ages of 32 or 31 and 40, right? Grown-ass adults behaving this way, right? You want to behave like little kids as grown-ass adults? I don't want you here. You want to keep doing stupid shit on my name? That's on you. But don't be surprised if I start taking action to get that shit taken down. And don't go around from community to community to community crying that we removed you, because this is stupid. This is really, really stupid, ridiculous stuff. I hope the second lap around is less busy and less intrusive. Lots of cars coming in and out right now. Honestly, ODN, I think this is what you enjoy doing, and I don't want to take away from you what you enjoy doing. I just don't want to be a part of it if that's what you want to do. If you want to troll and make trolling videos and do stupid shit on sock account channels, be my guest. I'm not going to bother you. But I don't want you around then. That's not what I do here. I'm not here to smack talk people. I'm not here to troll people. I'm here to help uplift people. I'm here to help people overcome their issues. I'm here to teach personal development, which, sir, you need, GLM needs, and Dion needs, and all of you need this. But the bottom line is, you're not open to it. So I want nothing to do with any of you. And no one can help any of you until you realize, first of all, there's a fucking issue. And the issue is you. You are the issue. Right? You are the issues. And I say that respectfully. But I can't help any of you. Even if you wanted my help, you're not open to it. You're not open to anyone's help. So go do your own thing and keep on acting like 10-year-olds or 8-year-olds or 12-year-olds when you folks are between like 31 and 40 or even older. right? And then burn a few more suck accounts every stream coming in here trying to trash me on things that I've been talked about for years because there's nothing new, because I learned the system and I learned how to destroy all of you losers and cut off all you losers. You are losers. And you need to hear that, the fact that you are losers, all of you. But you can become winners if you just start turning things around. If you let whatever go that's affecting your mental health, right? Whatever trauma you're holding on to, whatever resentment you're holding on to, if you let that go, then maybe other people you come across won't pay the price of your misery, because all you're doing is projecting, all of you, you're projecting your misery onto myself and other people that you wish you could be like, stable, right? When I say stable, I don't mean financially or anything like that. What I mean is emotionally and mentally stable. Forget about how much someone's worth, how much money they make, what they do, what kind of car they drive, what kind of house they live in, their living situation. None of that matters. What matters is, are you mentally and emotionally stable? And none of you are. And when you see a stable person like me coming out here and doing this regularly, regardless of what happens, including you folks trying to derail me, you can't stand that because you want to be strong like that. But instead, you're weak. You're weak, but you're all weak, but you can all turn it around. All you have to do is want to turn it around. All you have to do is wake up tomorrow morning and say, I don't want to behave this way anymore. It's stupid. I'm a grown-ass 31, 35, 40-year-old man or woman. And this is not proper behavior for someone my age. It's not. It absolutely isn't. We are not diagnosing. It's all opinions. Look at your own behaviors. You know, I'll tell you this, ODN, this is the last time I'm talking about you. This is it. Because you put out that video, and I just wanted to respond and tell you how stupid it is. Right? And I'm telling you right now, the other guy, like, honestly, I don't care for the other guy. Like, I don't hate anyone, including you, ODN. I don't hate him. But I don't care to participate or work with any of you, including the Legion guy. But I will tell you, the Legion guy is going to give you shit for this too, rightfully so. Because if you keep feeding into someone and keep doing dumb shit because someone else is doing dumb shit, then everything flips and it falls on you. Like right now, what you're doing to try to supposedly stop the Legion guy stuff is worse than what he was doing. So you can't fight fire with fire, ODN. Right? All you gotta do is give the guy a piece of your mind one time and then move on. But you haven't been able to do that. I've moved on, but you keep on trying to come in my chats and rehash that shit every time. I don't want to rehash it. I have other things to talk about. Maybe this is what you want to talk about because this is what you need to get through your days and your long drives. Hold on a second. All right, now we're good. That's cool, dude. I understand. You know, you're traveling the country and you're working and sometimes you get bored and lonely, right? I understand that. I'm not saying that to criticize you. I get that, dude. I've done long drives before, right? But you know what I do in those long drives? If I'm by myself, well, now I've got Dawn. But when I was single doing long drives and stuff for whatever reason, I'd either listen to talk radio locally, or if it's been within the last 10 years of smartphones, I'll listen to a podcast, right? or something, right? There's so many other things you can do to occupy your time and to cure the boredom and loneliness. But you want to use this stupid beef with this guy and now bring me into it to cure the loneliness and the boredom and the blues. It's ridiculous. Amazingly, it still feels like there's a little bit of light out. Oh, man, there are people coming on the street. Sidewalk. It's fine. Man. Let me ask you this, ODN. What did you accomplish by making that video? And how much time did it take you to do it? Now, maybe you're good and you could do it in 30 to 60 minutes, but usually those videos take a lot of time. And how much money are you going to make off of that? Probably nothing. You're not monetized. You're not getting donations. So let's talk about your purpose of making that video. You're not making money. You're not getting a whole lot of views, right? So why did you do it? You did it because you're pissed off at me for some reason? You're pissed off because you think I'm lying to you about collaborating and getting paid by the Legion guy, which I've never, ever collaborated with him or ever gotten paid by him, ever. To this day. That's your reasoning. And you're additionally, because I responded to a stream that GLM did, because I heard someone on her stream that, I related to a topic they were discussing and I was interested in learning more about him. And then GLM started going crazy over that, and I called her out. So you now go into GLM's chat and talk shit about me when I've done nothing to you? Like, what's the problem, ODN? What's the problem? What is the problem? This is an example, dude. I'm just saying, this is an example. We can all learn from this, right? We can all learn from this. What's the problem? I tried to give you a chance. I tried to give all of you a chance, right? But I want nothing to do with any of you, anyone that's been connected to that past drama group, with the exception of Tia and Sandra and the good people that have been consistent and good here for months. The rest of you are no longer welcome here. I want nothing to do with any of you because you're a waste of my time. I'm not afraid to talk with you. I'm not afraid of you at all. I don't care what you do. You're a big fucking distraction to what I'm trying to create, which is help people or to help people. And the truth of the matter is, all of you need more help than anyone, but you're not open to it. So it's time for you all to just go away, take a hike, and let me help people that are open to help. Because if you keep on going, all you're telling me is that you can't live without me. And I am helping you. The truth of the matter is, I am helping you. Me giving you attention makes you feel mushy and gooey inside, doesn't it? Boy, this has been a hell of a day to navigate today, I'll tell you that. Well, lights are on, car lights between car lights and LED lights overhead. Somehow you can still see me here. that's, that's great. I need to get a little portable light for the phone. A lot of people have said that, including my lady Dawn. I need to get one that's light that also can last for like 2 hours. Because a lot of those rechargeable like ring lights that go on the top of your phone, they last for like less than an hour at full tilt, and I need one to last full tilt for like 2 hours. In case I want to do a walk in the dark for like an hour and a half or so, right? I like to have more battery power than necessary too. You know, that's why I plug in my phone into an external battery when I'm going live, because if I go live longer than an hour and a half or 2 hours, the battery will die. And you never know. Sometimes I have gone live longer than that. I swear to God, like, I'm not being mean to any of these people. Dion, ODN, GLM, or anyone. All I want them to do is go away. All I want them to understand is that you're behaving immaturely and you're behaving ridiculous, right? And instead of, you know, realizing that's what they're doing, they get triggered that I'm saying that, and then they behave even more erratically and immaturely than I initially stated. So in essence, if you folks are trying to prove me wrong about your fucking shitty behavior, right? Your shitty entitled millennial behavior. If you folks are trying to prove me wrong, your reactions are doing a shitty job of that. You're further proving how much worse you are than I initially stated. And again, these are just example purposes, right? We don't respond to stupid messages. All right. You want to respond stupidly? We're just going to ban you without responding to you. That's all. The more and more you want to come in here and troll, the more of a personal maturity issue you have. Here's the thing. Here's what I want to say to all of you. It's not just GLM, ODN, Dion, and a few others from this one community that need major help, right? It's many people that need major help to work through any type of personal issues you have that are making you feel the need to lash out at people on the internet because they don't want to participate with you anymore, right? I don't want to be around you folks anymore because you're not the type of people that I want to attract over here. You're not the type of people that are positive, uplifting, and happy-go-lucky people. You're miserable fucking clowns. I want to be around happy, mature, and professional type of people. Not 30, 40, and 50-year-olds acting like 2-year-olds or 8-year-olds or 10-year-olds. I'm in the bad reception area, so I'm going to hold off a second and make sure we don't lose reception before I continue. Only doing 2 laps tonight, folks. Oh, Tia, I screwed that up. We hit it at the same time. I got it. Sorry, Tia, we hit that at the same time. Tia says, there are others that would welcome the help. You immature ones need to just forget about the GNA. Yeah, because I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. I'm putting this out there because honestly, like, I'm done. You folks are lingering on to the GNA, which is short for Genuine Networking Association. If you folks just don't decide to just go away on your own, I'm telling you, soon in 2005, there are going to be other ramifications in place to where legally I will stop you. So I don't want to go that route, and I'm not trying to threaten anyone, and I could care less about how you respond to this. I could care less, or what you think of this. But there are going to be other ramifications that I've been putting in place that are going to further protect what I'm doing here on YouTube. And if I have to use one of you as an example to get the rest to stop, then that's it, right? Or you can choose to stop on your own. That's all I'm saying. You know, there are people, let me go to the front camera here. You know, there are people that used to go back and forth with me for years, and at least for the time being, and I think it might be permanent this time, I think those people have backed off. I honestly think the Legion people have moved on to bigger and better things. And then you, ODN, are trying to stir it back up again, and neither the Legion millennial dude or myself want to participate. We don't. It's done. You don't understand. It's done. That's all. That's all we're saying. Right? For the most part, most people have finally decided to move away from the Eli stuff. And I thank you for that, right? But there are some still lingering on. And you folks try to find reasons to blame me for something when all I've ever tried to do is connect with people and add value to something they already may be talking about. Just like the guy that GLM had on her panel, the Jeff guy. What he was talking about is something that I've talked about. And I feel him and I can share a lot of stories and resources that can help a lot of people. But no, she wants to get in the way and say, no, you're not going to be a part of Jeff's channel. And no, you're not going to do a stream with Jeff over my dead body. Really? And because ODN, because of that, which I didn't do anything wrong because of that. It triggered you to talk smack about me for wanting to collaborate with someone that happened to be on GLM's panel. And because I called GLM out because she tried to stop that, she tried to control that guy who she's claiming to be an internet husband. And then she says she's got a real boyfriend in the real world. I'll tell you what, if my woman was doing stupid shit like that on YouTube, saying she had internet husbands, when she has me at home, if my woman was doing that, she'd be out the door. My lady Dawn would never do that shit, play this internet husband bullshit game, right? And then try to control who that person can do content with or not. I'm like, wow. And this guy still, whoever this guy is, Jeff, I don't have any problem with you, Jeff. I'm just saying, you're your own man. You're your own entity. You should not let anyone control who you do content with or not. And if you're going to allow some woman on the internet that's calling you her internet husband to control, or at least try to even just say she's controlling you, then, dude, seriously, that's going to fall on you. You, sir, need to put an end to that. Because if not, if you don't put an end to that, right, then basically you're saying it's okay, you're enabling it, and then I will have other words to say about you, because that's just dumb behavior. That's just beta male behavior, right? Dude, I'll make a cartoon on you if you keep talking about me. Okay. I'll make a cartoon on you kissing some other dude. Whatever, dude. You're misportraying me. You're misrepresenting me. Because I'm a straight man. And I do have gay friends. And you're basic by you doing that, sir, you're basically discriminating against the gays. And just because that's something you may not be into, bro, and that's something that's not who I am, doesn't mean those people shouldn't have the same rights. They should, and they do. And you doing this stuff, dude, is absolutely despicable, dude. Despicable, bro. I'm going to meme you. I'm going to pwn you. That's all I've heard from these goddamn millennials. I'm going to meme you. I'm going to pwn you. Right? I'm going to make a cartoon on you. I'm going to use AI and get you to say something you didn't because I'm mad at you. Because you're calling me out and I don't like it. Or what's this other thing? You're going to make a gnome on me. And I didn't even know what the hell a gnome was last year. And they had that clip going around me saying, what the fuck's a gnome? Gnome, meme, cartoon. Is that all you millennials have? Because you live vicariously through other people's lives that you wish you could have? And because you think you can't have it, which you could if you just started to shift your focus to better things. You could. The era of the dumb shit on YouTube is over. Right now, it's about authenticity. Since the beginning of 2024, more and more people on YouTube want authenticity. They want people to share their own stories. And they want people to be relatable, right? So your drama, memes, gnomes, and all that stuff is out the door. That's why all of you are going out of business. There's no more room on YouTube for stupid shit. But some of you are still trying to hang on to it, right? All I'm doing here is being real and calling out the stupidity in clear layman's terms. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tia. Am I being as clear as night and day, or am I out of line? Please, Tia, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll stick with Bugs Bunny. I hate memes and all that crap. So do I. But these millennials love it. These mid to late 30s and early to mid 40s millennials that are grown as adults love the memes and the gnomes. And I'll make a cartoon on you and use AI to synthesize and fake generate your voice saying something that you didn't because I want to make fun of you on the internet because I could never do that to someone in person because they would beat my ass if I did, right? Right? One of these days, someone is going to beat you guys to a pulp for your shitty behavior. It's not going to be me, and I don't condone that. I don't wish harm upon anyone. But the way that you goddamn millennials sometimes behave with this shit, with this entitlement, with the lack of personal maturity like we're talking about here today, one of these days, someone in the real world is going to lose their shit while you're trying to pull one on them, and you know what would happen. You don't need me to tell you, right? But sometimes I think the only way that you damn millennials are going to learn, and anyone that behaves like this is going to learn, is if somebody does beat the crap out of you. I don't condone that, but that's all you understand, right? You're not going to change until somebody were to do that. And honestly, I don't wish harm upon anyone. No one. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. It's interesting. I go offline for just like 5 to 10 seconds, and we lose 13 viewers instantly, but then they come back. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, right? We have a serious personal maturity issue in this modern world. And again, I hate to say it, a lot of it stems from the millennial generation. And like I said the other day when I was talking about millennials, there are some Gen Xers and Gen Zers that behave like millennials. And then there are some Gen Xers and Gen Zers that behave normally. And then there are some millennials that behave normally, right? So there's always an exception to the rule, right? But it's the majority of the millennial generation. They were the first generation where the internet was in full steam ahead mode. Like I was an early adopter of the internet when it first came out, dial-up. But the internet could not do what it can do today, right? Like Web 2.0, and now I think we're heading into Web 3.0, right? This was Web 1.0 days. Web 2.0 is where things really started to turn around. And Web 2.0, it was at the forefront of the millennials coming of age and having this technology at an early age. And they basically run their world online. And it's just like, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. And now, the Gen Zers aren't as bad because they're realizing how this affected the millennials, and they don't want to be like that. They don't want to be stereotyped like that. Hang on a second. But it's become a problem. It's become a problem. And I think you millennials that are struggling with this need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, when is enough enough? And if you can't do that, you need to get help. Psychological help, right? A psychiatrist, psychologist, get both. Don has both. And Dawn is far, far more coherent than all of you. Dawn is far more pleasant and normal and down to earth than all of you. You folks need to look at Dawn as a role model. Because my own woman impresses me as well. You need to look at Dawn as the role model of what to do when you're struggling with things to turn things around and better your lives. Right? But instead of doing that, all you do is criticize because you're not ready to own your shit yet. You're not. You're not. I feel it's a combination learned by association. True. TS says the millennials are going to really struggle, sadly. Well, they've been struggling for the longest time. And it's not all of them, but it's more than half of them. So, again, ODN, GLM, Dion, or anyone else, go ahead and make all your crappy videos. And yeah, all of you are getting a couple hundred views because you're using my name. You folks get shit for views when you don't use my name. The funny thing is, and I don't care, I'm not trying to compete with you, but I'm getting more views doing one walk every day than all of you get. But you guys are stuck on my name because that's the way you get the most traction. And at the same time, it makes you feel like you're doing something important, right? There are far more important things to do than to try to come at me and make things up because you see me as someone that you want to be like. And again, I'm talking about personality-wise. I'm talking about, personal maturity and being secure within myself. I'm not comparing our living situations or our pocketbooks or anything. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with where we live, who we live with. What this has to do with, personal maturity, has to do... Hang on a second. Tony, how are you doing? Are you being sarcastic or is that something? Tia, can you check that account, that Tawny account, and check when it was started, please? We're at 50. I'm not being sarcastic at all. No problem. Well, thank you. If you're not and you're being serious, I appreciate it. But I'm not looking at calling us sigmas or alphas or anything. Like, I don't care about that stuff anymore. There is truth to it. And I'll probably do some shows before on alpha energy and beta energy, but I appreciate your comment. 2 weeks. Okay. Well, we'll let them stay. They're probably blocked on their main account, and they're here in the sock. It's all good. No big deal. Thank you, Tia. All right, folks. We're about to hit the 1 hour mark. We're at 59 minutes. We're going to wrap this up. We're right at an hour. I want to thank you all for being here. Only you can decide how you show up each and every day, online and offline. If you want to continue to make memes, gnomes, make cartoons, trash talk people on the internet, if you want to continue doing all that stuff because it makes you feel better about yourself and it helps you pass the time, you do what you feel is right for you. I think it's a waste of time and it's unhealthy. But who am I to tell you what to do? Except you're going to keep behaving that way, stay away from this channel here, these channels. All right. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. You inspire a lot of people. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Come back tomorrow if you'd like. We can talk more. Good night.